Cowboys did lose by a lot. In fact, it should have been a blowout, but we had some last-minute scores by this guy right here with that face, right? Well, anyways. I don't know about that. It should be illegal to be late, or sorry, absent on Fridays when you take a test, but what do I know? Oh, that should be illegal too. All right. Hey, by the way, it's the second week of No Shave November, so coming in scruffy, everybody. All right. When you get as distinguished in years as me, you start getting little peppers, little white hairs, you know, from all the stressful days in seventh period. But, you know, anyways, sorry. Let's do this. New document. Do not save. Graphing. Number 2. Did you graph the original one first? So x squared plus 3x plus 2. Enter. Okay. Oh my God. See if I can do it. 1, 2, 0, 1. Cool. All right. Now, we want to graph the other one, so we're going to hit tab and then graph the next one after the f of x equals. Okay. So parentheses, x plus 2, parentheses, x minus 1, parentheses. Okay. Does that match? No. No, they're different. Blue and red aren't exactly the same, so not that one. Okay. Let's try the next one. Now, you could hit tab, go up, and I'm just going to graph it over it. So x minus 2, x minus 1. Okay. Is that one the same? No. Okay. So the red one was A, the black one is B, so let's try C. The third one here, hit tab, and parentheses, x plus 2, x plus 1. You hit graph. Now, can you see it? It only looks like 3 graphs because this, what looks like pink or purple here, is covering up the original. So yes, that is equivalent. If it's equivalent, it gives you the exact same graph. Okay? So, what's the answer? C. Okay? C gave us the exact same looking graph. So, circle that. That's it for the warm-up. Now, we're going to do these notes. I just want to make it, there we go. Okay. We're going to do the notes. You really need to pay attention, okay, because it's like specific buttons. So unless you're testing, everyone's going to follow along with these notes, right? So here we go. Okay, now, on your notes. Now, is everyone looking up here? Without headphones, if you're not taking a test, whatever, okay? Everyone's looking up here. Cool. Now, the notes start off with a problem just like the warm-up. Now, could you do this just like the warm-up with graphing? Yes, you could graph this. If you prefer to graph, what I'm showing you today is just another thing you're learning, but graphing is fine, okay? I'm giving you multiple ways to do certain things, especially if you're retaking the EOC because you want to know these little tricks and methods, okay? So, yes, you could graph them and see which one's the same graph. Here's another way, though, okay? And we're all going to do this in our calculators. We're all going to press these buttons. So you can do step 1 through 4. Press on, new document, don't save, number 1, okay? So here we go. We're doing this all together here. On, new document, don't save, number 1, okay? So everybody, if you're not testing, and if you're testing, you should have a phone out. So that way. So wait. You should have a blank white screen right here. Okay, everyone's there. Press number 1. All right. Now, here's what we're doing. Go ahead and press X. X. Okay. Now, we have a new button. You had a question? We have a new button, okay? Look next to the number 9, okay? There's this weird looking button next to number 9, okay? That's called the templates button. Now, I'm going to press it just regular. If you just press the templates button, you get a bunch of templates. You get a fraction template, exponent template, square root, blah, 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 okay? We don't need this. But we are going to press Control Template to get to the button right above it. Looks like a weird equal sign. That means define. We are going to define x as a number. So check it out. I'm going to go back. I'm going to hit Control Template, and now you're going to see what looks like 2 dots and an equal sign, or like a colon and an equal sign, okay? So we're going to say x is defined as, and then we're going to pick a number. If you actually read your notes, it says the number doesn't matter, okay? It says it right here. Define x as any number. Let's pick 2. You could pick 3. I don't care. I would not pick 0 because that can be kind of weird, but let's pick 2. So go ahead and type 2 and hit enter. So this doesn't solve it. This is just saying, hey, from now on, calculator, whenever you see x, we're going to define it as 2. Basically, it's going to plug in 2 anywhere you type x from now on, okay? So you're setting the definition of x, first step. Now, here's your next step, and it says it on the bottom here. You're going to type in the original expression. Now, here's what I mean by expression. Forget the f of x. I want you to just type in this part, okay? That's kind of ugly. Hold on. Just this part, okay? Forget that. All right, I'm going to do it right now. X squared minus 2x minus 8. And you'll notice the x's are kind of bold. That's because you've defined them as something. Go ahead and hit enter. When x is defined as 2, on the original equation, we get negative 8. Okay? Doesn't matter what you get. Just remember, negative 8 is what matters. Now, here, if you look at on the next page of your notes, it's going to tell you, plug in, from now you're going to plug in these 3 expressions. Okay? Forget the f of x. Just type in these expressions and see if you get the exact same output, negative 8. If you do, it's right. If you don't, it's wrong. I'll show you. I'm going to put in letter A, which is x plus 4, x minus 2. X plus 4, x minus 2. See how they're bold? I hit enter and I get 0. Is 0 the same as negative 8? No. Is that my answer? No. A, you wrong. Let's try letter B. Okay, parentheses, x minus 4, parentheses, x minus 2. Enter. Is that negative 8? No. Let's actually type in letter C to see if we get the same value. So, x minus 4, x plus 2. Boop. By golly, negative 8, negative 8. Do you see how you can check using a defined value if 2 functions are equivalent? Okay. So this is like the equation way of matching them up. On the warm-up, we did a graph way of matching them up. It doesn't matter which one you use. But this is a new method that I'm showing you that I'd like for you to at least try today, okay? So if you look at the bottom, or halfway on the back page, try number 1, the way we just did it. Define x as some number. Pick 3. I don't care, okay? X is defined as some number. And then go ahead and tell me which is equivalent. Look up. Look up. Picture here. All right, do this right here. Hey. What? Right now? Yeah. Because you marked on your hand or what? Wait. Here you go. Go ahead and take 5. Come right back. Wait. You should have said something at the 10-minute mark. Ah. Yes. Yes. Okay. Again, y'all keep track of the 10 minutes, not me. That's equals. You want to do control. See that weird thing right there? Control. Template. There. Back up. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, go back to control that. Then. Oh, was it there? I didn't. It's hard to see from upside down. Okay. Yes. Control that, and then 2 or 3 or whatever. Doesn't matter. Enter. And now you start typing in the original one. And see which of these 3 match it up. Okay. Okay. You should be able to do number 1, but you might get stuck on 2 and 3, which I'm going to help you with here in a second. Okay. If you're stuck, let me know. Okay. I'm going to start trying number 1 here. Now, I'm going to define x as 3. Just something. It doesn't matter what it is. So, x control template 3 is defining it. The original expression is x squared plus 3x plus 2. So I got 20. So I'm going to start plugging in these other ones. Oops. So letter A gave me a different number. So go on to the next one. Okay. Letter B gave me a different answer. Go on to the next one. Okay. Letter C gave me the same y value, even if you define x as something else. The only one that's going to match should be letter C. Now, if you define x as 0, you might get similar stuff, but I wouldn't do that. Okay. All right. Now, here's the new stuff. So everybody, is everyone good so far on what we learned today? So far, okay? The next 2 are similar, but a little different, okay? So I need everyone looking up here, heads up, because, again, I don't want you to be confused. I'm teaching this once, not twice, not 3 times. Okay, everyone, hold on. Look at number 2. Now, how is this different? We don't have the 2 parentheses things. We have x equals a number, okay? So put a star here, okay? On this one, you're going to work backwards. Everybody do that right now. Star, work backwards. Okay. This one, whenever you have equation answers, they're going to be true or false. True means correct. False means incorrect. Here's what I mean. We're going to start with letter A. Okay. Does everyone see how it says x equals -3? Let's define x as -3. Let's go ahead and type that. X, control template, -3. Okay, so everybody's doing this. Everybody, right? Go ahead and do something. X defined as -3. Hit enter. Now here's what you're going to do. Type in this whole equation and see if it says true or false. Okay? So again, now we're doing the whole equation. So I'm going to type x squared minus 7x plus 12 equal sign 0. Letter A gave me a false answer. Is that right? Is that right or wrong? Wrong, okay? Now, what the unfortunate thing is you need to start all over. Now I'm going to define x as what? -4. I'm going to try letter B. So x, control template, -4. Don't forget to hit enter. Now here's the deal. You can retype the whole thing, or if you go up 4 to where it's highlighting this, you can hit enter and it'll retype it for you. Okay? So press up 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hit enter. Hit enter. And it's telling you when x is -4, this is false. Is that right or wrong? Wrong. Okay? When we define x a certain way, it has to give us a true value. So let's try the last one. Let's try letter C, when x equals 4. So x is defined as 4. Up, 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 up. Oh, actually, sorry. I have to press enter first. Then up, 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 up. Enter, enter. What did I get? True. Is that right? Yes, it is, because when x is defined as 4, it's true in this equation. Therefore, that is a solution to the equation, okay? So I ended up getting C again. So you see how there's working forward, working backwards. Last thing. Do you see how this one's even a little bit more different? This is called a solution set. Set means there's more than one answer. So this is not an ordered pair. This is not a point. This is actually two separate answers, okay? So let me write what this means, okay? This means x equals 8 and x equals 1. X equals negative 8 and x equals negative 1. X equals negative 8 and x equals positive 1. Okay? So on all these answer choices, there's two answers that you have to check. So if you could do it on number 2, you're just doing it twice on number 3. Okay? You're checking 8 and you're checking 1. You're checking negative 8, you're checking negative 1. Okay? So let me show you what I mean. I'm still going to work backwards, just like last time, but I'm doing both. Both in the set. Okay, so let's define x as 8, like the first thing. Okay, x control template 8. I'm defining x as 8. Okay, hit enter, and then type in your whole equation. X squared plus 7x minus sign 8. Oh, sorry, my bad. Don't forget to put equals the whole equation. Equals 0. If you don't put the whole equation, it's not going to work out, okay? So, when I put in the whole equation, after I define x, it tells me it's false. So guess what? 8 doesn't work for any of these. So letter A is already wrong. Okay, 8 does not work, so letter A is wrong. What did I just do? Okay, let's try number 3, letter B, negative 8. Oh, gosh. Okay, so x defined as negative 8, enter, go up to the equation, hit enter. Does negative 8 work for this equation? True. So guess what? It could be B or C. They both have negative 8, right? So negative 8, that's a good one, but is negative 1 or positive 1? That's the one we got to figure out. So we try it again with negative 1. X is defined as negative 1, enter, go to the equation, hit enter. Did negative 1 work? Negative 1 gave me false. So positive 1 should work. Let's just try it real quick. X is defined as, whoops. X is defined as 1, enter, true. So negative 8 gave me true, positive 1 gave me true, letter C is correct, okay? Do you see how this works? Either you're typing in both with a random value to see if you get matching outputs, or you're defining the answers and seeing which one gives you true from the equation given, okay? I know it's a little bit complicated, and I'm going to be honest with you. Everybody, everything, like if you don't like this method, these are all doable on the graphing calculator and graphing, okay? On number 1, do it like the warm-up. You can see which graph matches. On number 2, you can see where this crosses the x-axis. It'll cross at 4. You can see it on the x-axis where it crosses. You can do menu 6-1 or to get the 0 root, or you can do menu 5-1 to trace it. And then same thing on number 3. Where does this cross the x-axis? Both of these numbers, okay? So you can, one second, you can actually check these on the graphing part of the graphing calculator. But today I want you to try it this way. If you get stuck doing this, try graphing. Either way, okay? Go ahead, find out too fast. I need this before you leave. All right, let's go and get started here.